Okay, welcome everyone. We'll start our lesson 4. Today lesson will go through our LO4 apply model theories concept to assist with the understanding and interpretation of strategic direction available to an organization. So that's the key. We'll apply these models. We can look around different companies, how they applied, or we can apply to assess them as well. Okay, my name Anjum. Good morning. We'll start. Before starting this session, first of all, we'll try to recap what we learned during our previous last 3 lessons. Okay, anyone remember what we learned?
Yes, we learned about the balance scorecard, the ends of metrics,
Okay, so we can say the recap first. Recap, and we learn about balance scorecard. Okay, unsoft metrics.
the strategic choices.
Unsoft metrics. We learn about BCG. Did we discuss? No, we didn't. We'll go through.
The 5 forces model.
Porter 5 forces. Excellent. Porter 5 forces.
About stakeholders, we learned.
We learn about stakeholders, metrics, and analysis. We mentioned metrics view, power and distance, which we can read and we can include. Okay, next we discuss about strategies. Yes.
Yes, strategic choices.
We discuss about SWOT. We learn about TOES. Okay. We discuss about Porter generic strategies. We mention is like differentiation, cost focus, cost leadership. Okay. Yes, these were the key and the point. We discuss about yes, VRIO model. Yes, we discuss resource-based view. We discuss about competencies and capabilities. That's the key, the things up to now we have learned in last 3 lessons. Of course, key focus was strategies, strategic options, and things. So we relate to various organizations, and today lesson 4, which will be the last lesson, and then the next lesson, which will be the today lesson in term of the delivery is the last lesson, but the next lesson in term of assignment will be the last lesson. Okay, so strategic choices today and direction we'll discuss. We learned in the previous lesson, so still is a given Porter generic strategies, which we can discuss today lesson as well. Cost, leadership, differentiation, and differentiation focus. Further, we can go through Bowman. We'll go through hybrid, vertical, and horizontal integration. That will be the key focus today lesson. But more other strategies as well, different tools I mentioned as well, those we can use. Okay, so how much we know about scale 1 to 10? Always good to be. What we know about strategic direction and strategies implementation? What do you think?
About 7 or 8.
Number 8. Okay, good. Okay, so this is we discussed strategic choices our last lesson as well, which is this lesson is also linked with it. We discuss about operational level strategies you can make. Operation is mean day-to-day marketing, HR, yes, finance. These are all operational levels. Then business levels can be strategic business unit. Yes, we not really touch, but we learn about SBUs. The strategy clock, which we'll go through today. Sustainable advantage, we discussed yesterday how we can create the sustainable advantage. Hyper competition mean very high. Game theory is one of part of today lesson as well. And then corporate level, as a corporation, BCG metric, G metric. G is a general electrical metric. Portfolio metrics, and yep, drivers of internationalization. These are all we'll discuss today lesson. Okay. When we discuss about strategic choices, we look around the innovation and the entrepreneurial shifts, striking a balance, anticipating innovation, whether to be first move or the follower, and the risk involved in innovation and what to be done about them, and deciding between the opportunities for innovation. So always we need to be look around. Okay. Then the strategy in action, where for strategy in action or implementation, according to the Johnson and Scholl. Hello, can you hear me now? Okay. So then next strategy. Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, brilliant. So strategy in action into action is the key steps in the strategic planning, strategic analysis, which we discuss some options, strategic choices, and implementation and strategy in action. So the strategic position in the company in the market, and strategic choices, what we have, what strategic action and what we can implement. That's the key focus. And then we have the discussion is the helicopter view. Helicopter view is the corporate strategy, establish the future direction, entire organization. Today we will focus business level strategies. We can look around the strategic position with strategy in actions and the strategic choices. So what is inside these bullet points? So if we look within it, we have, when we look the strategic position, we need to look around our purpose, why we want. We can look around our culture, what is exist in the organization. Is it the friendly, not? Is it, yes, we do internal marketing. Capabilities, what we have in the environment where we operate. Then strategic choices, what we have. We can go for acquisition of the companies. We can make alliances. We can look focus on the innovation. We can go international. We can make corporate and the business strategic choices as well, like joint ventures and various others. So we can look around strategy in actions. We can do practice for this. We can changes we can make. We can look around our processes. We can evaluate, organize. So in strategy in action is crucial. We can look around it. So this is called helicopter views, which is given by the Johnson and Scholl, and which we can use. This is all about. Then the business level. This is about the individual business unit should be complete in their market. The strategic business unit, which is SBUs, we discussed this in business unit develop strategic vision and direction. So we did, like I quoted example of Ford, Ford Fiesta, Ford Mondeo, Ford Focus. These are can be one of SBUs, and we need to be make sure we'll maintain them and we'll use and we'll make the strategy corporate level, SBU level, then operational level. So we can make strategies or each levels implementations. Then what is identify SBUs, what basis of competitive strategies available SBUs, how do SBUs achieve and sustain competitive advantage, could also consider hyper competition and use cooperative strategies, achieve advantages through game theory, use refer distance business within the large organization divisions profit centers SBU decentralized can be different areas allow large organization to vary strategies need to be according to the markets encourage accountability and innovation and SBU its own business strategy. Okay, like when we look the Nestle nationwide, Nestle is of course selling coffee. Nestle have a pet care. Nestle have a nutrition. Nestle is selling chocolate, ice cream, and various things. So these are their SBUs. Corporate level is worldwide is Nestle. Okay, identify the market based, the criteria, customer type, product, and competitors, capabilities based on strategic capabilities, intern, internet-based SBUs. Maybe we can look around, maybe we never sell, and now we need to be due to the COVID-19 more focus online. So strategic business units, we can look around. A strategic business unit is a part of organization for which is distance internal market. So we can look around internal requires product and external required, within a company we do marketing and outside and we can focus and that will help, to be make and we can make decision and we can reflect on it. Okay, SBUs basis of competitive strategies. First is the price. According to the Porter, we can look around the price. Yes, and this is Porter's generic strategy is based on the pricing, cost leadership, cost focus, differentiation, and differentiation focus. So price, differentiation, hybrid, and focus. So competitive advantage can be sustainability, hyper competitive strategy, collaboration, and game theories. Okay, so according to the Porter gave these generic strategy, cost leadership. We have a Ryanair, cheaper flights, that's the cost focus. So everything they focus, even they not offer the free food within the aeroplane. So they just purely focus on the cost and they offer the cheaper seats to people. So that's, but they charge the luggage separate and things, so they try to be cover other ways, but that's the cost leadership. They focus everything on cost. Cost focus is a narrow focus. Your one product is cheaper than others, so that is cost, narrow cost focus. Cost leader, everything you're cheaper than, like China's product. Huh? Differentiation is totally different. You focus on the innovation, maybe like Apple. Yes, everything are softwares and things. Differentiation focus, maybe Samsung have a little differentiation focus. Not everything is a different than Apple, but some instrument or some features is a different. So these are strategies can be leads to the source of competitive advantage can be because we are known as a like Poundland and we have in the UK or various other part of due to the cheaper price is cost leadership. Then maybe in Asda one product they have in various other supermarkets it cost focus as well. So Porter argued that there are the two fundamental ways of achieving the competitive advantage cost scope. Cost be based on the lower SBUs like we discussed and the differentiation. So Porter achieving these advantages via cost, input cost, economies of scale, cost efficiency through experience, product and processes we need to be relocate maybe in low cost areas, cost saving through volume, organization experience increase productivity, design product with the cost saving, and locating organization close to the market. How might these create the competitive advantage? So we can ask question. Yes, of course, when you're offering in the market is a cheaper product than competitor, you have a competitive advantage. How could the strategic business unit achieve and sustain the differentiation based on? Differentiation is create the uniqueness in the way the customer value for the product. Yes, maybe offering them free with other software. So the organizing seek to be achieve advantage by serving its target market better than the competitors, create difficulties. No one create difficulties of imitation. No one really copy your ideas. Differentiation required clarity about two factors: the customer, who they are. Differentiation based, is it based on the user, based on the price, based on what? Key competitors who are and competing against us. So think about how could this strategic business unit achieve sustainable differentiation based. So BMW, think about, and Mercedes. Working in pairs, of course we're not doing in pairs, but we can think about individually as well, yeah. And we can answer. You can look around and we can answer this question. Any question here, Omer?
No, nothing.
Okay, so they have a sporty image and they have a conservative e-values, yes? So these are two different strategies. And you will see the cars look like as well. Okay, then we have a strategy clock, is like a clock. Another way to approaching this generic strategy is market focus, allow the continual refocus strategies. So we can look around hybrid, low price, no frail, focus, differentiation, and then clock strategy are ultimate failure. Yes. So according to the clock, you have different strategy when you are at different places in different zones. Huh? It's not perceived product, service, and benefit can be different. Yes, the price can be low in these strategies and high in these strategies. Yes, focus, differentiation. So you're moving towards a high price. You when you're looking low price, no trail, hybrid, so you're low price side. And the clock the other way is. So this is the picture we need to be understand, and this is given by the Bowman. Okay, so we can apply. Identify the zone, feasible strategy, differentiation focus, low price zone, hybrid strategy, and non-competitive strategy. Any question?
No.
Okay, then I copied the video to watch, please, in your, if you want. Now we can play, but I think so it's better you can watch your end, huh? Because only we are one, we can't really create, but it's good to be. So this is about the clock strategy, yeah? How it's work, how we can use, and how the other company have used this effectively, yeah? So that is good to be used. Okay, so then next summer we can look around how, however, there are the alternative views to the focus of business strategy and achieving competitive advantage. The Delta model, which is given the strategy is not war. Some say is a strategy is the war. Strategy not is a war, it's a love. Defining a sense of strategy is a competitive advantage. Denote conflict as the way thinking about the business. By rejection this notion, we are no longer confrontation with our partners. Other form of cooperation can be considered, and extreme ways of non-conflict indeed is love. A product-centric is mentality of constraining, opening your mindset and include the customer and supplier and complementer as your the key constituent. And all the business are related and depends on their members of supply chain. Wider views we need to think about as an organization. Propose high value proposition. Yes, what like a proposition, what really you want high value for the customer. Understand the customer deeply. If you understand customer is a king, so we have to. Strategy is done one of customer at a time. Customer analysis is fundamental to complete a sense of customer segmentation, and you can segment your product according to the needs of the customer. Okay, then we can, according to the deltas, the center of the strategy is the customer. Customer is a driven force. So that's you need to be. Configuration is a high value added proposition. So how we can do Porter framework, industry business, lower cost differentiation, basic unit, and Resource-based view is about corporation resource capabilities, core product, but delta saying extend your enterprise, the firm, the customer, yes, and the supplier, the best product, the total customer solutions, adopted processes, yes, operational effectiveness, customer targeting, and the customer bonding, yes. You don't win by beating the competition, you win by achieving the customer bond, yes, bonding your customer, you have a tight, yes, your relationship, your loyalty. Any question?
No, no.
Okay, man. Next level is we're looking the business level strategies, strategic choices. Could be considered hyper competition. They are the alternative to the generic strategy. Use the cooperative strategies, achieve advantage through the game theory. Yeah? So, competitive strategy in a hyper competitive condition, according to the Richard, argue that the market is a constant state of change. High level of competition need to be think different from more stable one. Hyper competition based on the speed and initiative, not defensive. Yes, ability to eliminate. Yes, strategic repositioning, block first mover advantage, and overcome the barrier to entry. Advantages is gained through the description of the competition through the small and the fast move. Then we have a Divani new 7S approach. 7S we learn about in McKinsey 7S as well. So this is competitive strategy, hyper competitive arena. So we can look around the superior stakeholder satisfaction. We can focus on it. Strategic smoothing are saying yes, the new knowledge, predict new windows, opportunities, positioning for speed, positioning for surprise, shifting the rules of competition, signaling strategic intent, and simultaneously or sequentially strategic thrust that take steps to the stun and confuse competitors. Yes, you move here or there, you look around, you advertise on, you're saying, oh no, you're selling online, you're moving other, but maybe you're just playing like a game. Huh? So attacking the competitors, you series of small move. Maybe you change your pricing plan, your competition, your price drop, all this, maybe you change the suppliers, yes, so you carry on. So this is focus on 7S. Okay, cooperative strategy in the firm together to achieve the shared objective. Three mean of the firm grows, improve, and perform. Internal development, merger, acquisition, cooperation. Core is a critical part of the strategies today has the implementation of the firm corporate, business, and international strategy, competitive advantage, above average return, collaboration, or relational advantage. Thus, we need to using cooperative strategies, increase your selling power, increase buying power, build barriers of entry to avoid substitution, gain entry and competitive power, and share work with the customer and gain more leverage from the public investment. According to the John and School. Game theory, as we discussed, maybe you can focus monopoly, how you can create, no one enter, like Apple has in to some extent, inside into the competitors interaction based on the chess move, counter move, and the implementation, like playing a game and the chess. So the consider competitors like move and the implications of your organization, and how will the competitor respond to your strategic move. Be aware of your own strategic signals. A price cut strategies only work when the competitor don't match you. If they offer the matching price, so it's very difficult. Gain market share. If your price cut are matched, no advantages of shares, but everyone suffer from the lower price and margins. Any question?
No, no.
Okay, the business strategy is about seeking the competitive advantage rather than the corporate level need to consider and define the term of strategic business unit, cost differentiation, like we discussed. Managers consider how strategies to be sustained, capabilities, abilities, lock, hyper competitive situation make sustainable competitive advantage, and cooperative strategies make offer alternative, and the game theory encourage consideration of move and counter move and reactions. And Johnson and Scholl implement the strategies, organize your success. For example, should organizations split into European, US, and Asian divisions, and then autonomies divisions, and parental style should be appropriate, enabling success, and organization resources should be support the chosen strategy. For example, appropriate human resource and the fixed asset need to be required. Managing strategic change, you carry on changing your plan, and change need to be, and the fear and the resistance you need to be well managed, and you understand them, the motivator and demotivator factors. Okay, organization success. Does the firm need to be changed? Organization structure, maybe you need to be. How would you to relationship be managed? Yes, that's a relationship management managers, and you need to be centralized, decentralized. What control measures need to be strategies deliver in the long run? Not this the strategies make it, but need to be delivered accordingly. That's the crucial, the message in. So types of mergers, different mergers, how the organization can be merged. Horizontal mergers, integration, two companies in the same industries who are operations are very closely related, combined, like a Glasgow with the Smith clients. Glasgow Welcome and the banks and the building societies merger, Lloyds and TSBs. So that's and main motive of economies of scale, increase market power, like Uni and Lever merge together. Disadvantage can be referred to the relevant competition authorities. Okay. Then next we have a vertical integration, two companies in the same industry but from different stage of production. When the different stage of production, maybe you're making finished goods, I'm making raw material, and that can be, and we are belong to the same industry because end product are the same. Major player in the oil tend to be highly vertical integrated. Main motive to be increase certain supply or demand or just in time inventory system, and leading and major saving inventory holding costs. Again, conglomerate integration is a combination of unrelated business. There is a no common thread, and the main synergy lies the management skill and brand names. General Electrical Corporation, Thomkin, Virgin brand. Think about Virgin Atlantic, Virgin Airline, Virgin Train, Virgin Electric, Virgin Broadband. So this is, they all merge it and they are achieving the desired objective for organization. So these are the mergers and acquisition under the same brand. Okay, I included some further reading for merger and acquisition, and with some examples, please, what's happened in which company merged and why merger is becoming increased, but a lot of merger and acquisition fail as well due to the every organization have different cultures. Okay, so that's we need to be look around as well. Sometime it's not mean. Okay, then I copy the link for you guys. You need to be in your own time. It's better I'm not taking your quiz, but it's good to be you can copy the link and play with it. The strategic clock, which we strategy we discussed, what is about is the Bowman. So that's good to be look around. If you have any question, you can drop me an email and I'll try my best to get back to you as soon as possible. Yes, Omer, any question?
No, nothing good.
Okay, so key today lesson is about the generic strategies. We discuss about the clock Bowman. We discuss about hybrid strategies, and we discuss other strategic model and theory. So those we can apply and we can use for our own analysis, and all we discuss how we can implement and achieve our organization objective effectively. So that's all today, and next lesson will be assignment discussion, and hope to speak you all during our next lesson. Thanks for listening and have a nice time. Thank you. Bye bye.